Most people believe being understood is power. They explain their thoughts. They reveal their emotions. They clarify their intentions. They think clarity earns respect. It doesn't. It removes leverage. The moment people fully understand you, they stop being careful around you. Because predictability feels safe, and safety invites control. Being hard to read does the opposite. It creates uncertainty, and uncertainty forces attention. Why humans need to read others? The human mind is constantly scanning, not for truth, for predictability. We want to know how someone will react, what they want, where they stand. This is not curiosity. It is risk management. When people can read you easily, they know how far they can push. When they can't, they slow down. They observe. They hesitate. And hesitation is power shifting. The danger of emotional transparency. Most people overshare emotionally. They reveal frustration immediately. They show excitement instantly. They display disappointment openly. They believe honesty builds trust. What it actually builds is access. Emotion is information. Information is leverage. When people know what angers you, what excites you, what hurts you, they don't need to guess. They can press buttons directly. Being hard to read removes those buttons. Why calm people are watched? Notice something subtle. In tense rooms, the calmest person is always observed the most. Not the loudest. Not the most emotional. The calm one. Why? Because calm disrupts expectation. When someone doesn't react the way they should, the brain flags them as important. Calmness suggests confidence, control, preparation. People assume if they're not reacting, they know something. That assumption alone shifts power. Unreadability creates projection. When people can't read you, they fill the gaps themselves. They project fear, respect, suspicion, authority. Not because you earned it, but because their mind needs closure. Silence denies closure. Unreadability creates pressure. And under pressure, people reveal themselves instead. They talk more. They justify. They explain. You learn everything. They learn nothing. Why explaining destroys mystery? Explanation feels responsible. But responsibility is not dominance. Every explanation answers a question. Every answer removes tension. And tension is what keeps people alert. High-status individuals don't explain everything. They let actions speak. They let time clarify. They let silence do the work. Not because they're arrogant, because they understand. Power does not rush to be understood. The link between unreadability and respect. Respect is not affection. Respect is caution. People respect those they cannot casually assess. Those whose reactions are not obvious. Those whose limits are unclear. Predictable people are easy to disrespect. Unreadable people require calculation. And calculation creates distance. Distance creates hierarchy. Hierarchy creates respect. Why being hard to read feels uncomfortable? Most people avoid unreadability because it feels cold, detached, unfriendly. That discomfort is the point. Unreadability removes emotional comfort. Comfort makes people careless. Carelessness leads to boundary violations. Unreadability protects boundaries. Without confrontation, you don't need to say no loudly. Your silence already does. The mistake most people make: they confuse unreadability with arrogance. They try to look mysterious. They withdraw unnaturally. They act cold intentionally. That backfires. Unreadability is not performance. It's restraint. It's choosing not to react immediately, not to explain unnecessarily, not to reveal everything at once. You don't hide. You simply don't volunteer access. How to become hard to read without trying. You don't change your personality. You change your timing. React slower. Speak less. Reveal selectively. You don't correct every misunderstanding. You don't chase clarity. You let people sit with uncertainty. Those who respect you will adapt. Those who don't will expose themselves. Either way, you gain information. Why this works in every area of life. In work, unreadable people are taken seriously. In relationships, unreadable people are valued more. In conflict, unreadable people control the pace. Because the one who controls the pace controls the outcome. Being hard to read is not manipulation. It is self-protection. It is refusing to give others a manual to you. You don't owe everyone clarity. You don't owe everyone access. You don't owe everyone an emotional explanation. The less people know about your reactions, the more carefully they move. And careful behavior is the clearest sign of respect. Close. So remember this. The most powerful people are not the loudest. They are the least predictable. They speak when necessary, react when strategic, and remain unreadable by default. Because mystery creates